Another big piece of food to come off of the glove. Sometimes that goes really smoothly, like today, Jessie rocked that. Other days it's more like a hostage negotiation situation. They really like this lure, and sometimes they just do not want to let it go. But Magnum, he's made his way off the field. You can feel free to give him a big round of applause. Now, our next bird is actually not a raptor. So here at the Raptors, we love raptors, but we also love all birds. And this bird is really special, and we love to teach people about them. I actually have them on my earrings today. They're one of my favorite species. But they aren't considered raptors because they're missing one of those key raptor tools. They have that sharp downward curved beak. They are carnivores. They are eating meat. They've got that really good eyesight, but they don't have those really strong, sharp feet and talons. This is because they're not doing any hunting on their own. They're actually scavengers. So they're finding any dead stuff out of the forest and making quick work of that. So we are going to see if Jury is ready to join us out on the field. Hi, Jury. Oh, you're coming from all the way up there. How fun. So we're going to look all the way up to our rights and see if Jury is going to come down. Jury, come on. What's this? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I guess we'll just clean Jessie's glove. I'm sure that it needs it. Jury, hi. What's this? Come on down. Jury. Come on. Oh, we're showing off one wing. How majestic. There we go. So Jury here, she is a turkey vulture. So another native species that we see around here all the time. These guys are quite common. Oh, we found a little snack from earlier. Delicious. Yep. There we go. So these guys are super awesome. They are scavengers. So they're eating exclusively carrion. They're not doing any hunting of their own. They're looking for dead stuff. So as long as you all look alive out here in the audience today, you should all be all right. No falling asleep at my demo. It'll hurt my feelings. And maybe Jared will come after you. So stay focused. But yeah, these guys are eating carrion. Hi, do you want to come back down? She is one of those birds that you're going to want to practice ducking and moving out of the way for. Hi, come on down. I know. You can do it. What's this? Since she is very comfortable flying over your heads. Now vultures, they're eating dead stuff. They have some really cool adaptations to help them to safely digest all of that dead, nasty stuff. Can you imagine you went out into the forest and just started eating carcasses? You might contract some pretty nasty diseases. So those carcasses, they carry things called pathogens, which are disease-causing bacteria. These guys have evolved an incredibly acidic stomach acid in order to safely dissolve those pathogens when they eat them. So they are able to eat things that have died of things like rabies, anthrax, botulism, and even the West Nile virus, and able to safely digest it in their stomach acid. This is really incredible, not only because they are eating those crazy diseases and not contracting them, but also because while they're eating them, they're eliminating them from the environment. They're nature's cleanup crew. So when they eat those diseases, that just completely dissolves them out of the environment. They cannot infect any other animals. Close there. Did you touch her on the way through? Oh, it's an extra $5. Oh, hi. Oh, we are still finding the goldfish from earlier. No, my friend. No. So Jerry here, she is demonstrating. Oh, is that an orange peel? Oh, delicious. Oh, it's a nice juicy orange. She is demonstrating just how comfortable she is on the ground. There we go. So yeah, these guys are really important parts of the environment. Now the sad kind of irony of this is that they are one of the fastest declining birds that we have in the world. Not here in BC, our turkey vulture population is quite strong, but other species of vultures in places like Asia and Africa, we've seen decreases of up to 99% of the vultures in a given population. Now this is incredibly sad. It's due to a lot of reasons, but one of them which being, oh my goodness, they get kind of a bad rap. So they are often perceived as kind of being dirty, smelly, gross, disease-carrying, maybe even the villains. Come on. In certain animated movies, you can think of like Ice Age, but that couldn't be further from the truth. They're very clean birds, they're very important birds, and we love them a lot. Now that being said, in all of their glory and endless beauty and importance, they do have a few less endearing habits. The first of which being on her feet. You'll notice her feet, they're kind of this chalky white color. Chalky white pinkish color. And that is, they are naturally kind of meant to match the red on her head. So the skin on those feet is technically red, but it's covered in all that white because when she gets too hot in the summertime, she will just go to the bathroom, right down her legs. Gross. We tell you that after she's already flown over her heads. But the evaporative cooling of it helps to cool her down because she can't sweat like you and I can. So if you get hot this summer, you can just think like a vulture, go to the bathroom, right down your legs. You can ask Jesse about it, he does it all the time. It's been a problem here at work, but apparently it works pretty well. Now her next less endearing habit is that wonderful bald head of hers. That is because she is sticking her face into some pretty ooey gooey places. Gut cavities, they're slimy, they're gross. So if she stuck her face in there with all those feathers, they'd come out pretty yucky, and it's pretty hard to groom the tops of their heads. I can't lick the top of my head, she can't clean the top of her head. It's a tough situation. Oh. So it's just easier if there's no feathers there at all. It's a lot easier for that gooey duck to just flake and fall off in the sun or wash off in the rain. I know, we love walking on the ground. Come on, come back up. Yeah, you can do it. It's a flying demonstration, not a walking demonstration. Now her third, final less endearing habit as she kind of makes her way off the field here is that I would never ever recommend scaring a vulture. When they are feeling threatened, worried, or afraid, their defense mechanism is to projectile vomit whatever they have just eaten right at you. And if you thought that rotting carcass smelled bad on the way in, it smells about 10 times worse on the way back out. So Jerry, she's making her way off the field here. Feel free to give her a big round of applause for her and all the other vultures out there. If you take anything from our flying demonstration today, let it be that vultures are an underrated animal. Tell all your friends. So our next bird has been waiting very patiently in the wings here. I just have to wait to get the all clear that Jury is nice and secure. You'll notice we're flying only one bird at a time out here, and that is because raptors and birds are very territorial of the space. They all think that they are the only ones that get to fly here. They own this flying field. They're the only ones. Anybody else that's seen here is trespassing and they have to attack. So if we let all of our birds go all at once, it would turn our flying demo into a fighting demo, which is not that fun. But I do believe Jury is safely away, so we are going to see if our next bird's ready to join us. She is the kind of raptor that only comes out at night. This is Daenerys, or Danny for short, and she is a great horned owl. These guys are another species you find around here. They're quite common, but they are quite elusive. You might not have seen one out in the wild, or you might have, and you're super lucky, and that's super awesome. But they are another incredibly adaptable species, very similar to Magnum, the red-tailed hawk. They can hunt and catch all sorts of things. We are back to raptors, so she has all those raptor tools. That sharp downward curved beak, that sharp eyesight, those sharp talons. But she also has a couple of extra owl superpowers. One of which being, you'll notice when she's flying around you guys today, she is completely silent. Totally silent. Very, very impressive. So these guys are stealth hunters. They want their prey to never even know that they're coming until they are caught. So the leading and trailing edges of their feathers are kind of fluffy and serrated, which helps them to not rub up against each other and make a whole lot of noise. They are also just very fluffy in general. Underneath all that feather, it's actually quite a small little bird. And that silent flight also helps with her next owl superpower, which is her incredible hearing. Owls have some of the best hearing in the entire animal kingdom. They are able to hear things like a beetle walking along the forest floor, or the mouse's heartbeat from under 2 feet of snow. They can hunt their prey without ever seeing it, using only their incredible hearing. Now, if she is hearing a mouse's heartbeat under 2 feet of snow, you can imagine she's hearing all of your heartbeats out here today as well. She can even, if we're all really quiet and she flies really close to you, she might even be able to hear your thoughts. So, think nice things. She'll tell you about it later. I'm just kidding. She can't hear your thoughts, but she can hear your heartbeats. So you can imagine she has to get really good at selectively tuning out some sounds. It would get really overwhelming out here, listening to all of us, listening to all the nature noises, everything like that. So she gets pretty good at tuning all of that out.